For so sad beside by sycamore tree, single a green willow. Her hand on her bosom, her head on her knee, sing willow, willow, willow. The fresh streams ran by her and murmured a moan, sing willow, willow, willow. The soft tears fell from her and softened the stone, sing willow, willow, willow. Prithee, hithee, you come anon, sing all the green willow must be my darling, let nobody blame in this scorn I approve.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Wheel of Shakespeare Halloween special. Once a year, in honor of the holiday coming up. In between now and our next episode, we will continue to perform scenes for you at random. Well, not random in terms of selection, because we're going to be exclusively doing the scenes with Shakespeare's ghosts, witches, and other supernatural characters in honor of the upcoming holiday. And I have pre-selected the scenes we're going to do. And this week, instead of the wheel determining what we're going to do, it will determine who gets who gets assigned the roles and what I'd already decided I listed in the description we were going to be doing here. So first off, I mean, we can't do the Halloween special without the witches and Macbeth. So we did, and I don't want to be different from what we did this time last year. We did Act 4 with the double toil and trouble one. Let's do the witches back in Act 1, where they're first introduced, and Macbeth and Banquo meet them the first time. And there's 5 of us here today, so that's perfect for the. There's 5 roles available, and the first thing we're going to do, and we'll spin to see who gets first choice of them. It'll just be, and what I want to do is I want to start with the very short scene 1, the When Shall We Three Meet Again, and then we'll just kind of fast forward from there to Act 1, Scene 3, to when the 3 witches are still there. You know, where hast thou been, sister? And they continue. We kind of make it like the Scene 3 is a continuation of the Scene 1, and then Macbeth and Banquo enter. So again, the roles are the 3 witches and Macbeth and Banquo. So I have your name.
So let me ask, so you're going to go straight from Act 1, Scene 1 to Act 1, Scene 3?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put some links in.
Here we go. So here's the 5 of our names. So between the 3 witches, Macbeth and Banquo, the first choice of roles will be Henry. What would you like?
Macbeth.
Okay. Bill, do you want to be Banquo or one of the witches?
Oh, how about the first witch?
Okay, so Bill will be the first witch.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to put the links into 1 and 3 in the chat. I don't know whether people have them set up or not. It's not letting me do it.
Okay, I'll take Banquo. And so Maggie gets to choose which 2 or 3.
I'll take which 2, I guess.
Okay, so then which one to, so myself and Henry are Macbeth and Banquo, who are not on stage yet when this one starts, and we'll enter when how far. So fair and foul a day I have not seen.
So I assume I'll be witch 3.
Yeah. So what I think it's Maggie is 2.
Yeah, I'm 2.
Okay, okay. So you guys know that, and then me and Henry are Macbeth and Banquo. Okay, so you guys can start let me take myself and Henry out of the stream. When we enter, I'll put us back in, and the three of you can get started. Start with Act 1, and then you just kind of continuously go on to the witches, incantations, and Scene 3.
When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain?
When the hurly-burly's done, when the battle's lost and won.
That will be ere the set of sun.
Where the place?
Upon the heath.
There to meet with Macbeth.
I come, Grey Malkin.
Paddock calls.
Anon.
Fair
is foul, and foul is fair. Hover through the filthy air.
Where hast thou been, sister?
Killing swine.
Sorry. Act 1, Scene 3.
Yep.
Sister, where thou?
A sailor's wife had chestnuts in her lap, and munched and munched and munched. Give me, quoth I. I'll write thee which the rump-fed Runyon cries. Her husband's to Aleppo gone, master of the tiger. But in the sieve, I'll fither sail, and like a rat without a tail, I'll do, and I'll do, and I'll do.
I'll give thee a wind.
Thou art kind.
And I another.
I myself have all the other, and the very ports they blow, and all the quarters that they know, and the shipman's card I will drain him dry as hay. Sleep shall neither night nor day hang upon his penthouse lid. He shall live, a man forbid. Weary nights, 9 times 9 shall he dwindle, peak, and pine. Though his bark cannot be lost, yet it shall be tempest tossed. Look what I have.
Show me, show me.
Here I have a pilot's thumb. Wrecked as homeward he did come.
A drum, Macbeth doth come.
The
weird sisters, hand in hand, posters of the sea and land, thus do go about, thrice to thine, and thrice to mine, and thrice again to make up 9. Peace.
The
charm
up.
Oh, so foul and fair a day I have not seen.
How far is called to force? What are these? So withered and so wild in their attire that look not like the inhabitants of the earth, and yet are on it. Live you, or are you aught that man may question? You seem to understand me by each at once her chappy finger laying upon her skinny lips. You should be women, and yet your beards forbid me to interpret that you are so.
Speak if you can. What are you?
Oh, hail, Macbeth. Hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor.
All hail, Macbeth. Thou shalt be king hereafter.
Good sir, why do you start and seem to fear things that do sound so fair? In the name of truth, are ye fantastical? That indeed which outwardly ye show. My noble partner you greet with present grace and great prediction of noble having and of royal hope, that he seems rapt withal. To me you speak not. If you can look into the seeds of time and say which grain will grow and which will not, speak then to me, who neither beg nor fear your favors nor your hate.
Hail!
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 Lesser than Macbeth and greater.
Not so happy, yet much happier.
Thou shalt get kings, though thou be none. So all hail Macbeth and Banquo.
Banquo and Macbeth, all hail.
Stay, you imperfect speakers. Tell me more. By Sinel's death I know I am Thane of Glamis, but how of Cawdor? The Thane of Cawdor lives, a prosperous gentleman, and to be king stands not within the prospect of belief, no more than to be Cawdor. Say from whence you owe this strange intelligence, or why upon this blasted heath you stop our way with such prophetic greeting. Speak, I charge you.
The earth hath bubbles as the water has, and these are of them. Whither are they vanished?
Into the air, and what seemed corporal melted as breath into the wind. Would they had stayed.
Were such things here as we do speak about? Or have we eaten on the insane root that takes the reason prisoner?
Your children shall be kings,
You shall be king.
and Thane of Cawdor too, went it not so?
To the self-same tune and words. Who's there? Scene. Okay, awesome. So now our next two scenes, we've got a couple short. Well, one's short, the other is long, but it's only two people. We're going to do Caesar's ghost haunting Brutus in Julius Caesar. That is where is it? That's Act 4, Scene 3. It's toward the end. We got to find that one. So what we'll do is the five of us. We got 4 roles amongst the next two scenes. I'll eliminate names once they get spun. The choice among Brutus or the ghost of Caesar. I'll eliminate those two people that get those roles here, and then when we finish that scene, we'll go on to another scene in Macbeth, the one that is usually cut for most productions because a lot of people doubt whether Shakespeare actually wrote that one or whether it was one of his collaborators. The one and the bits within Act 4, Scene 1 where they insert Hecate. People know the trivia. A lot of people think that one of Shakespeare's collaborators actually added Hecate as basically the fourth witch. But it's still worth looking at for variety. So the scene where Hecate speaks to just one of the 3 witches, so that's 2 more characters to choose from, and then I'll see who, and then there'll be 1 person left to get next choice in the scene after that. So choosing between see, the first choice amongst those roles in the next 2 scenes will be Ted. What would you like to do?
Okay, so we're talking about in Julius Caesar, correct? First.
Well, you can choose in the next 2 scenes. We got 4, because we're going to do Caesar or Brutus. And then we're going to do the scene after that. We're going to do Hecate and Witch One in Macbeth.
Okay, I'll have Caesar's ghost.
Okay, so Caesar's ghost is cast. Okay, Maggie, do you want to be Brutus to Caesar, or do you want to do something in the scene we're going to do after?
I'll be Julius Caesar.
Okay.
So, okay, Act 4, Scene 3, correct? I'll line it up.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and since both of you selected from the next scene we're going to do, let's just go right to that. So Caesar's ghost. Let's figure out where we're going to start. So it's Ted and Maggie are doing the Caesar's ghost scene.
Does it start with Brutus? It was well
I
done.
think Brutus does a little monologue before. Before before he falls asleep, and then the ghost enters. This is
I'm having a hard time because my computer would not go to the version that's set up by scene, so I'm scrolling.
That does make it
Act
difficult.
4, Scene 3, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Are you there, Ted? No.
I think so, but I don't know where to start.
Okay, sorry. That's why you heard me sighing. I got to turn my microphone off.
There's Brutus and Ghost, and there's someone called Lucius in there too.
Yeah, it's a very. So let's see. So it'll be very short what we do here. I think it's going to start with yeah. So when Lucius is there, says, "I have slept, my lord, already," and then we'll start with Brutus is speaking kind of a long monologue, and then then the ghost comes in. So that's a small, and then a little dialogue between the two of them and Brutus. And then, so Lucius says something to Brutus before he falls asleep. And then he's also there when he awakens from the nightmare. And so that just the bit in between when Lucius says, "I have slept, my lord, already," and then Brutus does a monologue, falls asleep, and then the ghost exits. Lucius comes back in. That'll be seen.
Oh my gosh, I am still not. I'm just getting Brutus, Masala, Cassius, Brutus. I think I see it. Cassius, Brutus, Lucius. Okay, so Varro after that. Now this is such a drag. Sorry. Okay, I think I have Lucius, "I have slept, my lord." And then I'm Brutus, correct?
Yeah, okay, yeah, Maggie's Brutus. So let me take Ted out. I'll put him in as soon as the stage direction says, "Enter the ghost of Caesar."
Okay, I'm there.
I'll take myself. So it'll start with, "It was well done." You got your
Yeah.
Okay, so whenever you're ready, start from that.
All right. "It was well done, and thou shalt sleep again. I will not hold thee long. If I do live, I will be good to thee." Oh, this is a sleepy tune. Oh, murderous slumber, layest thou thy leaden mace upon my boy that plays thee music? Gentle knave, good night. I will not do thee so much wrong to wake thee. If thou dost nod, thou break'st thy instrument. I'll take it from thee. And good boy, good night. Let me see. Not the leaf turned down where I left reading? Oh, here it is, I think. How ill this taper burns. Who comes here? I think it is the weakness of mine eyes that shapes this monstrous apparition. It comes upon me. Art thou anything? Art thou some god, some angel, or some devil that makes my blood run cold and my hair to stare? Speak to me what thou art.
Thy evil spirit, Brutus.
Why comest thou?
To tell thee thou shalt see me at Philippi.
Well, then I shall see thee again?
Aye, at Philippi.
Why, I will see thee at Philippi then. Oh, now I have taken heart, thou vanished. Ill spirit, I would hold more talk with thee. Boy, Lucius, Varro, Claudius, sirs, await Claudius.
Okay, the short but sweet scene. I mean, ordinarily I wouldn't have picked one that short, but kind of had to because it fits the theme for the upcoming holiday. So here's the deal. We got three. We did the two of you just did that one. The next scene, it's Hecate and Witch One. It's basically mostly a monologue for Hecate, and Witch One responds a little bit. So I'm sure that whoever we spin first will choose Hecate, and then among the remaining two, they can, when their name comes up, they will then get to choose. Do they want to take which one in this scene? They probably won't choose, or do they want to, or do you want, or do they want to get the first choice of roles in the next scene?
Or why don't you just take the small lines, Mark? And then how about you just one person take the big speech and you just take the small lines, and then we'll spin. Do we have another scene to do?
Well, I'm thinking, yeah, we have a couple more.
So Henry and Bill could choose first from the next scene, just so that they don't have just a couple of lines. Anyway, sorry, I know this is all getting taped, but
all right, let me spit. Well, things. What if I get Hecate myself? Then that.
Oh well, then hand it off to someone else.
Okay, so Bill. So then Bill will be Hecate. We just spun that one. And yeah, okay, I'll do Maggie's suggestion, and I'll just read the 2 lines for that one, and then myself and Henry will get the first 2 choices of the next scene. Or actually, yeah. So this is Macbeth Act III, I think. Act 3, Scene 5. Okay, so why, how now, Hecate, you look angrily.
Oh, okay.
Have you got the scene, Bill?
I just got it, yeah.
Okay.
So
why, how now, Hecate, you look angrily.
Have I not reason? Beldams as you are, saucy and overbold? How did you dare to trade and traffic with Macbeth in riddles and affairs of death? And I, the mistress of your charms, the close contriver of all harms, was never called to bear my part or show the glory of our art. And, which is worse, all you have done hath been but for a wayward son, spiteful and wrathful, who, as others do, loves for his own ends, not for you, but make amends now. Get you gone. And at the pit of Acheron, meet me in the morning. Thither he will come to know his destiny. Your vessels and your spells provide, your charms and everything beside. I am for the air. This night I'll spend unto a dismal and a fatal end. Great business must be wrought ere noon. Upon the corner of the moon there hangs a vaporous drop profound. I'll catch it ere it come to ground, and that distilled by magic sleight shall raise such artificial sprites as by the strength of their illusion shall draw him on to his confusion. He shall spurn fate, scorn death, and bear he hopes above wisdom, grace, and fear. And you all know security is mortal's chiefest enemy. Hark, I am called. My little spirit, see, sits in a foggy cloud and stays for me.
Come, let's make haste. She'll soon be back again. Okay. So, what we have left is we're the one I wanted to add that we haven't done the last year. There's also a ghostly scene toward the end of Cymbeline, where Posthumus is haunted by his dead parents, and then finally by we've done the Jupiter one as a monologue. That's on the wheel as a monologue, but we haven't done the whole scene basically where Posthumus falls asleep, and before Jupiter enters, he's also haunted by other apparitions of his family. And that's perfect. There's 5 roles. Well, I think there's 6 roles if you include the 2 brothers. But I'll just combine the 2 brothers to be 1, and then that way there'll be 5 roles. And then what I would do last is the one we did do it last year. But come on, we can't do a ghostly special without the ghost of Hamlet. So we'll do that again, and it's perfect. So we got 5 roles, and then in terms of turns, we got myself and Henry did not go in the last two scenes, so we'll go out of order. Let's do the Hamlet and the ghost, and we're basically, I'm going to spin between the two of us for which one of us gets to choose first amongst those roles, who's going to be Hamlet and who's going to be his father's ghost. So Henry, I'm assuming you want to be the ghost.
Yes, please.
Okay, so Henry will be the ghost and I will be Hamlet. So let me remove everybody but myself and Henry. So let's find that scene.
What scene is it?
It'll be Act 1, Scene 5. Let me know when you're ready, and I'll start. I am the first line where will lead me.
Okay, I'm nearly there. Is my audio loud enough, by the way?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Where wilt thou lead me? Speak, I'll go no further.
Mark me.
I will.
My hour is almost come, when I to sulphurous and tormenting flames must render up myself.
Alas, poor ghost.
Pity me not, but lend thy serious hearing to what I shall unfold.
Speak! I am bound to hear.
So art thou to revenge when thou shalt hear.
What?
I am thy father's spirit, doomed for a certain term to walk the night, and for the day confined to fast in fires, till the foul crimes done in my days of nature are burnt and purged away. But that I am forbid to tell the secrets of my prison house, I could a tale unfold, whose lightest word would harrow up thy soul, freeze thy young blood, make thy two eyes like stars, start from their spheres, thy knotted and combined locks to part, and each particular hair to stand on end, like quills upon the fretful porpentine. But this eternal blazon must not be to ears of flesh and blood. List, oh list, if thou didst ever thy dear father love.
Oh God!
Revenge his foul and most unnatural murder.
Murder?
Murder most foul, as in the best it is, but this most foul, strange, and unnatural.
Haste me to know it, that I with wings as swift as meditation or the thoughts of love may sweep to my revenge.
I find thee apt, and duller shouldst thou be than the fat weed that roots itself in ease on Lethe wharf, wouldst thou not stir in this. Now, Hamlet, hear. 'Tis given out that sleeping in my orchard a serpent stung me. So the whole ear of Denmark is by a forged process of my death rankly abused. But know, thou noble youth, the serpent that did sting thy father's life now wears his crown.
Oh, my prophetic soul. My uncle.
Aye, that beast, with witchcraft of his wit, with traitorous gifts, oh, wicked wit and gifts that have the power so to seduce, one to his shameful lust the will of my most seeming virtuous queen. Oh, Hamlet, what a falling off was there from me, whose love was of that dignity that it went hand in hand even with the vow I made to her in marriage, and to decline upon a wretch whose natural gifts were poor to those of mine. But virtue, as it never will be moved, though lewdness caught it in the shape of heaven, so lust, though to a radiant angel linked, will sate itself in a celestial bed and prey on garbage. But soft, methinks I scent the morning air. Brief let me be. Sleeping within my orchard, my custom always of the afternoon, upon my secure hour thy uncle stole, with juice of hirsute Hebenon in a vial, and in the porches of my ears did pour the leprous distilment. whose effect holds such an enmity with the blood of man that swift as quicksilver it courses through the natural gates and alleys of the body, and with a sudden vigour doth toss it and curd like eager droppings into milk, the thin and wholesome blood. So did it mine, and a most instant tetter barked about, most laser-like with vile and loathsome crust, all my smooth body. Thus was I, sleeping, by a brother's hand of life, of crown, of queen at once dispatched, cut off even in the blossoms of my sin, unhouselled, disappointed, unannailed, no reckoning made, but sent to my account with all my imperfections on my head. Oh, horrible, most horrible. If thou hast nature in thee, bear it not. Let not the royal bed of Denmark be a couch for luxury and damned incest. But howsoever thou pursuest this act, taint not thy mind, nor let thy soul contrive against thy mother aught. Leave her to heaven, and to those thorns that in her bosom lodge, and prick and sting her. Fare thee well at once. The glowworm shows the matin to be near, and gins to pale his ineffectual fire. Adieu, adieu, Hamlet, remember me.
Oh, all you hosts of heaven! Oh, earth, what else? And shall I couple hell? Oh, fie! Hold my heart! And you, my sinews, grow not instant old, but bear me stiffly up. Remember thee? Ay, thou poor ghost, while memory holds a seat in this distracted globe, remember thee! Yea, from the table of my memory, I'll wipe away all trivial fond records, all soft books, all forms, all precious past that youth and observation copied there. And thy commandment all alone shall live within the book and volume of my brain. Unmixed, baser matter, yes, by heaven! Oh, most pernicious woman! Oh, villain, villain, smiling, damned villain! My tables, meet it is I set it down, that one may smile and be a villain. At least I'm sure it may be so in Denmark. So, uncle, there you are. Now to my word, it is adieu, adieu, remember me. I have sworn it. Okay, so now we're back to. Now we're going to finish off with the scene for the five of us. A visit from Jupiter. That will be Cymbeline, Act. I don't know if the three.
I put it in the chat. It's 5-4, correct?
Yes, I believe so.
And the Posthumus is the father, Cecilius Leonatus.
Cecilius Posthumatus is the father of.
Right, and so it's not the other. It's not that there's a monologue before that of Leonatus, and that's not the one we want.
I thought we could start with that. Whoever ends up being Posthumus will be alone, just saying that he falls asleep, and then the first spirit enters to. Let's see.
There's six. There are five of us. There's Posthumus, Leonatus Posthumus, and then his father, Cecilius Posthumus.
Yeah.
A separate character. And then mother, two brothers, and Jupiter. That's 6.
Yeah.
So if we leave.
There's the first jailer, second jailer, and then exit jailers, and then we'll start from there. Posthumus is alone. He says his monologue, then he falls asleep, and then the ghosts come in.
This would be a different person playing his father's ghost, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. That's what I wasn't clear. Thanks.
So let's see. The roles are, there's actually 6 roles here when you count the 2 brothers. There's only 5, but the brothers are kind of small. So
I see.
We'll say he has 1 brother, So
right.
whoever gets that will do lines for both brothers. So we have Posthumus, the father, which is Cecilius Leonatus, mother, brother, and Jupiter are the 5 roles. Everyone got that?
Well, how are you? I don't understand. So you're not doing Leonatus Posthumus then, because there's just the father, the mother, the brother, the Jupiter.
Posthumus Leonatus is the son.
Sorry.
Posthumus Leonatus,
Yes,
father, mother, brother, and Jupiter.
So yes. Thank you.
Okay. So the first choice amongst those roles will be made by Ted. What would you like?
I'll do the mother.
You'll do the mother?
Yeah.
Okay.
How about
what would you like?
Jupiter?
Bill will be Jupiter.
It's me. Who was it?
Bill. Bill chose Jupiter.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, me. I'll take Posthumus, the son who gets the person who gets haunted. And so now it's between the father and the brother. Henry, what do you want of those?
Father, please.
Okay. So I'm gonna take everyone else out of the stream. It's just me saying that monologue after the jailers have left me. I haven't fallen asleep yet to get haunted by the spirits that come in. Okay. Most welcome bondage. For thou art away, think to liberty. Yet am I better than one that's sick of the gout, since he had rather groan so in perpetuity than be cursed by the pure physician, death, who is the key to unbar these locks. My conscience thou art fettered more than my shanks and wrists. You, good gods, sorry, I lost my, I'm going to start over because one, because I lost my place, and two, because I think the reason I got distracted is I realized that adding people, you guys know how to change. Could you change so I know who to, because I got to add people and take them out as I'm periodically haunted. Could you change your names to the name of the role you're playing so it's easier to make sure I put you in correctly? You guys know what I'm talking about when I say that?
I know of it in Zoom, but I'm not sure how to do it here.
Oh, you know what? Now that I can do it myself, I can do it if you're not able to. So let's see. We have Henry is Jupiter, right?
Oh, I see how to do it. I see how to do it.
Father.
Edit name.
I'm the father.
Father. Okay, so I did, and then other. Okay, perfect. So sorry about that. I'll go ahead and change my name to Posthumus. Okay, so let's try that again, sir. Most welcome bondage, for thou art away and think to liberty, yet am I better than one that's sick of the gout, since he had rather groan so in perpetuity than be cured by the sure physician, death, who is the key to unbar these locks. My conscience thou art fettered, more than my shanks and wrists. You, good gods, give me the penitent instrument to pick that bolt, then free forever. It's enough I am sorry. So children, temporal fathers do appease. Gods are more full of mercy. Must I repent? I cannot do it better than in gyves desired more than constrained to satisfy. If of my freedom 'Tis the main part. Take no stricter render of me than my all. I know you are more clement than vile men who of their broken debtors take a third, a sixth, a tenth, letting them thrive again on their abatement. That's not my desire. For Imogen's dear life, take mine. And though 'tis not so dear, yet 'tis a life. You coined it. 'Tween man and man they weigh not every stamp, though light take pieces for the figure's sake. You rather mine being yours, and so great powers, if you will take this audit, take this life, then cancel these cold bonds. Oh, Imogen, I'll speak to thee in silence.
No more, thou thunder master, show thy spite on mortal flies. With Mars fall out, with Juno chide that thy adulteries, rates, and revenges. Hath my poor boy done aught but well, whose face I never saw? I died whilst in the womb he stayed, attending nature's law. Whose father then, as men report, thou orphan's father art. Thou shouldst have been and shielded him from this earth vexing smart.
Lucina lent not me her aid, but took me in thy throes, that from me was Posthumus ripped, came crying amongst his foes, a thing of pity.
Great nature, like his ancestry, moulded the stuff so fair, that he deserved the praise of the world, as great Sicilius heir.
When once he was mature for man in Britain, where he was that could stand up his parallel, or fruitful object be in eye of Imogen that best could deem his dignity?
With marriage, wherefore was he mocked, to be exiled, and thrown from Leonati's seat, and cast from her his dearest one, sweet Imogen?
Why did you suffer Iachimo, slight thing of Italy, to taint his nobler heart and brain with needless jealousy, and to become the geck and scorn of the other's villainy?
For this, from stiller seats we came, our parents and us twain, that striking in our country's cause fell bravely and were slain, our fealty and tenacious right with honor to maintain. Like hardiment, Posthumus hath to Cymbeline performed. Then, Jupiter, thou king of gods, why hast thou thus adjourned the graces for his merits due, being all to dolours turned?
Thy crystal window ope, look out, no longer exercise upon a valiant race thy harsh and potent injuries.
Since Jupiter, our son, is good, take off his miseries.
Peep through thy marble mansion, help, or we poor ghosts will cry to the shining synod of the rest against their deity.
Help, Jupiter, or we appeal and from thy justice fly.
No more, you petty spirits of region low, offend our hearing. Hush! How dare you ghosts accuse the thunderer, whose both you know, sky-planted batters all repelling coasts, foreshadows of Elysium hence, and rest upon your never-withering banks of flowers. Be not with mortal accidents oppressed. No care of yours it is. You know 'tis ours. Whom best I love I cross, to make my gift the more delighted. Be content. Your low-laid son our Godhead will uplift. His comforts thrive, his trials well are spent. Our jovial star reigned at his birth, and in our temple was he married. Rise and fade. He shall be lord of Lady Imogen, and happier much by his affliction made. This tablet lay upon his breast, wherein our pleasure his full fortune doth confine. And so, away. No further with your din. Express impatience, lest you stir up mine. Mount, eagle, to my palace crystalline.
He came in thunder. His celestial breath was sulphurous to smell. The holy eagle stooped as to footers. His ascension is more sweet than our blessed fields. His royal bird prunes the immortal wing and cloys his beak as when his god is pleased.
Thanks, Jupiter.
The marble pavement closes. He has entered his radiant route. Away, and to be blessed, let us with care perform his great behest.
Sleep. It's been a grandsire and begot a father to me, and thou hast created a mother and a brother, but, oh, scorn, gone. They went hence so soon as they were born, and so I am awake. Poor wretches that depend on greatness, favor dream as I have done, wake and find nothing, but alas, I swerve. Many dream not fine, neither deserve, and yet are steeped in favors, so am I, that have this golden chance and know not why. What fairies haunt this ground? A book? Oh, rare one, be not, as is our fangled world, a garment nobler than that it covers. Let thy effects so follow, to be most unlike our courtiers, as good as promise. Okay. So, we've done the 5 scenes I select. I did mention, just if people felt like it, we would do our normal of, stick to Shakespeare. If we can combine both the Shakespeare theme and the Halloween theme, which we did with these 5 scenes. But if somebody had another scene that they brought, we could do it. I don't think anybody provided that. We could do that. Otherwise, we'll call it a day. And anybody have anything else to volunteer before we wrap up?
I just wanted to ask if you heard my my echo effect.
Yes,
we did. That was
absolutely.
awesome. That was
Okay.
awesome.
Well, I'm very pleased you heard it.
There it is.
Awesome. Okay, well, great performances today, everybody. People watching, and we'll be back to the regular the wheel determining what we're going to do. We'll see you guys again for that same time next week on this channel. Bye now. Take care,
Bye.
everybody.
Thank
Bye.
you.